Hey, hey, Spartacus, my soldier, my warrior, my fellow warrior. You know, we ain't no soldiers. What's going on? What's going on? He's vibing right now, you know. How y'all doing? Yes, yes. You already know Spartacus. Got plans, man. We got some big plans. Drinking on my kombucha. That raw. That raw. Let's see if y'all can see this. Bring it up a little bit. Only thing I really drink besides water, you know what I'm saying? This is great for us. It helps with my blood pressure and everything. Healthy life, yes, yes. No, I was getting on, my man. You know, we just had to get some stuff together, get some things situated. You know what I'm saying? You know, just waiting on a couple more people. You know. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I should have had. I'm new. I'm new at it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you guys? Did you get the? Did you guys get this notification? Sticks. Yeah, it is a good drink, Spartacus, and it's like 2.49 too. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, we got to get them over here, man. Like I said, I'm new at this, so I'm trying to get it all going, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. So, did you guys see this notification as well? Okay. Well, good evening, my brothers and sisters. Good evening. Good evening. Um, Man, it's been a long day today. Just trying to get things situated. Okay. We about to get this cracking real quick. Okay, I got you. That's you, Sparta. Okay, that's brother Eon. Let me see you. New Life. What's going on? New Life. That's my brother Eon. Hey, Spartacus Eon in the chat room too. Sticks. This the tribe right here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna stamp our name. You know, we the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. We all is one. We all is one. Yes. We're gonna get off started with the yin and the yang. Um, you know, a lot of sayings that floats around here. It belongs to us. It was created by our ancestors. You know, the yin and the yang is basically the lower and the higher. That's deep, ain't it? You know, we tend to let them screw our words up, and they make our words into something that they want them to have, that they want them to be made up as, and their definition of it. You know what I'm saying? The yin and the yang. Remember the yin yang twins? That's the lower and the upper. Um, the yang controls the yin, and that's deep once you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Um, they quarrel, they fight all around, you know, but at the end, the black part is the more dominant. You see what I'm saying? Um, Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Eon. I know you in here. Everybody, I want y'all to give each other shout outs. You know what I'm saying? We the tribe right now. We the new tribe. You know, we about to get it started. Um, I look at our enemy. Have you guys ever seen that movie, Resident Evil? Um, Resident Evil and the butterfly effect has a lot to do with us. Um, the yin, the yin is the lower, the yang is the higher. You see what I'm saying? I have to Google it, but I know the black part is the higher. Um, we live in our lower. Well, a lot of people live in a lower, and that's the yin, if I'm not mistaken. Someone that can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I got it about right. Um, all of these sayings, they come from us. They come from our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Um, it was a point. It was a time back in the day to where you had to actually start school at 40, at 4 years old, and it was probably about 40, 50 years worth of schooling that we had to go. Our ancestors had to go through in order to reach certain levels spiritually. So that's just going to give you guys a concept of how far we have to go. They built the pyramids, and they still don't know how these pyramids was built. To this day, they still can't mock them or anything. Just as high as the pyramids are up top, they're just as deep as the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So it runs literally probably about 5 or 6 stories under the ground. Um, and the bottom of the pyramids look almost like um, a bomb, like a nuclear reactor. Have you guys ever seen a Black Panther? The movie, our movie, the Black, not the not the Martian Black Panthers, but the Marvel Black Panther. Underneath their pyramids, that's how our pyramids look that our ancestors built. No joke. That's why if you ever go over there, that we're not allowed inside the pyramids. They keep us away from these pyramids because it's a certain power that we can subtract out of these pyramids. Hey, how you doing, B.O. Carter? I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help. I'm new at this. I'm trying to get things started. I'm trying to get things popping. I'm gonna need your help. I appreciate you tuning in too. I want you guys to give honor to B.L. Carter. She's a elder. She has my utmost respect. Yes, yes, I sure will. I sure will. Thank you. Um, so back to the pyramids, what I was talking about. The pyramids is basically our power source, like the sun. Our ancestors used those pyramids to communicate throughout the world. That's why there's so many pyramids throughout the world. Um, it's a pyramid in the bottom of the ocean in China. Literally, all of those pyramids that yeah, they stole all of that stuff out of the museum as well, Sticks. If you look, I'm telling you guys, if you look at the Black Panther tonight, that's everything. It's crazy because Killmonger is actually a warrior. Um, what he was trying to do is what we're trying to do. No nothing, no disrespect against the Black Panther because it's all us. But we have the people, some of our previous revolutionaries like Martin Luther King. I really don't consider him of that standard. He was a sellout, if you ask me. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can go back and you can look at a lot of things that man did. It was for the white people. And when he and I got a new name for the white people too. We're gonna call them sodomites. I had to write it down. Sodomites actually a person who engaged in sodomy. Most of those people, are sodomites. You see what I'm saying? So that's a new word. That's one of our codes we can use when it comes to the enemy, the sodomites. Yeah, but You know, Martin Luther King was dating a sodomite as well when he had his wife, his family, and everything. And when he made one saying that was deep. He said, I led my people into a burning a burning furnace, and probably about 2 or 3 months after that statement was made, he was killed. Um, so if you think about that, man, it's deep. You see what I'm saying? When he tried to switch everything up, they hurried it up and showed him the exit door. They do a lot of the people that sign their life away like that. They once said that the devil will show up in a suit, clean cut white man. Um, that was literally what it was. There is no devil. The devil, well, there is a devil. It's a bunch of them out here. They sodomites. So at the end of the day, when you sign that contract, um, yeah, they are unstandard. Yes, yes, yes. Spartacus, yes, my man. When they sign that contract, when these artists sign that contract, they have a strict guideline that they have to stick to. Prince, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby actually came to my city one day, one year. He did an event at one of the parks that I used to hang at, where I used to had a bunch of my young fellas we used to bang at, and he did a dad appreciation day. But it was weird when he came because most of the things he was talking about was bashing our community. So I didn't really understand why would you come to our community and bash us? You see what I'm saying? You should be uplifting us. But now when you look back at it, he was an agent as well. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all of those guys are agents. I hate to say it, Michael Jackson, Prince, all of those guys. See, Prince, he switched his up at the end. Um, Sometimes that money can distract us from doing our real purpose that we was put on this planet for. Those were powerful brothers and sisters that we lost, Whitney Houston and all of them. But at the end, they suffer from their own demise, and we have to realize that and use them as examples and not fall into that category. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, we have to stand steady on certain things, and we have to abide by our ancestors' guidelines and the rules that they set for us. My rules that my ancestors set for me is not the same rules as yours. I can't put my rules on you because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be giving you a religion. We all have to find our own way. I can only show you how to open your third eye. I can only give you knowledge that I have, but I never want you to actually go out and do things that I do. Because at the end of the day, like I said, all we doing, I'll be starting a religion doing that. So, um, hold on real quick, you guys. Let me turn my phone down before they start hating on me. uh, at the end of the day, we can only do what our ancestors allow us to do and follow behind our ancestors. Because um, if you start doing what I do, or you start doing what one of the brothers in the chat room do, like Spartacus or Sticks or brother Eon, we're going to be following a religion. So it's we control our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? So our enemy basically has us in um, the state of residence evil. You see what I'm saying? Um, the only evil that's created is created in your mind, and it's created by the sodomites. Um, that's the destruction of our own. That's mental Babylon. So we have to shake those things. Um, okay, I'm gonna talk about a couple of other things. We have to. One thing we gotta be wary of is our lost brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? I know we see a lot of them out here, and you know they clowning themselves. They being disrespectful to themselves. So when we look at them and we actually contribute to the clowning and disrespecting and making fools of their self. When we look at them and don't try to help them, we're just as bad as the sodomites. You see what I'm saying? It's on us as mentors and teachers to pull them in and show them a better way of doing things. Otherwise, we know better than our enemy. Um, I just want to get into another topic, man. Um, a lot of people kind of look at the Bible and say, well, it's a good book actually. And you look at that Bible, man, it is a good book. It's, don't get me wrong, there's some things we could take out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus and his 12 disciples. Um, it was Jesus and his 12 disciples. He made the 13th disciple. You know, the 13 is an actual good number. It's a very good number for us as Africans. So when you look at certain things like that, you can tell that it was basically taken from our ancestors. Just like everything else that we go through. You know, they didn't actually the ruins, the Mayans, and all of that stuff didn't disappear. That stuff was taken from off this planet because they didn't want us to know exactly how powerful we were. Those people were a tribe as well. They actually came over to Egypt to Kemet to learn and get knowledge from the elders over there. Most of our elders that taught over in Kemet um, were scholars. They was probably over 120, 130 years old. Um, a lot of the teachers or a lot of the students didn't leave from over there till they were about 60. So you can imagine how long these ancestors of ours live. Um, you know, right now we're in a state to where everything that's given to us is a weapon formed towards us to destroy us, whether it's food, whether it's media, whether it's clothes, whether it's school. You know, one of the biggest tricks of the trade is having your enemy teach your kids, and that's what's going on too. I hate to say it, but that's just what it is. But a lot of us don't have a capability to teach or homeschool our kids ourselves. So that's why we got to reach out to people that's able to do that. You know, it's going to get to a point in time to where we're not going to be able to even go to a grocery store and get proper food that we need to eat because they slowly but surely taking that out the game too, with all of these genetic made foods and everything. Um, I don't really indulge in like mainstream media, and if I do, I use it for my platform like this. Anything that I put on Facebook is positive. I just want to let people know that in order for us to, how can I put this? In order for us to move forward with this mission that we have, we can't indulge in the messiness on social media. We have to use our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channels, Twitter. We have to use all of those things for our platform and use it in the right way. Because this is not televised. We don't have a spokesman out here saying what's going on with the GBF family. No, we're the ones that's putting the work in through this service, through these streaming services, through this social media. So now I know how to use my social media. I know how to actually um, yeah, they do own most of the major TV stations. They even own BET. David Banner actually said, you know, he walked in to Def Jam once, and there's no black people working at Def Jam. And he also said, you know, BET, basically, there's no black people working in BET anymore. It's Muppeteer now. You know, they use us as the forefront, but BET is not no longer owned by us. You see what I'm saying? It was sold a long time ago when they got rid of 106 and Park. Um, a lot of people don't know about that. You see what I'm saying? But that's true. Um, it's a lot of things that's happening under our nose. Just for instance, in my city, I don't know where you guys stay at. Half of my city is tore up, and they do most of the work at night. Um, There are streets tore up. There's bridges tore up. Now these bridges ain't gonna be done for like 2 years. These streets are cut off and covered up, and so we don't know what they planting underground. We don't know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, like my city is tore up, and it's just weird that the city is tore up like that. You see what I'm saying? So I just think like it's a lot of stuff that we don't ask. You know, I actually like if I see some construction workers working, guess what I'll do? I'll pull over and I'll start talking to them and ask them, hey, what type of work you doing? I mean, we pay taxes. I know you guys work. If you guys work, y'all pay city taxes. So I stop and I ask them like, what's going on? What type of work y'all doing? What's the outcome of this? They'll look at me weird and everything. Most of them don't really say too much in return unless it's a brother on the scene that he might, give me the runaround and then, shoot me on the way. But I just want them to know that I know something ain't right. You see what I'm saying? Us as black people, we don't ask enough questions. We just look at things and we take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We so used to being handed sugar on a plate, but under that sugar is a bunch of crap. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they don't care to know. They just like I said, they go with the flow, and that's the thing. We so used to, like I said, taking sugar on a plate to where we don't scoop the sugar up and see what's under it. We just see a sugar and we know it's cool, it's sweet, so we keep it pushing. We got to stop doing that. We got to start asking questions. You know what I'm saying? We got to start going to these restaurants and going to these corner stores that's selling chicken and fries and fish and hot tamales and all this extra stuff, and ask them like, okay, you guys are selling this, but what about the healthy food? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all can't take some of these vegetables and saute them up and put them in a wrap and serve them to the kids? You know what I'm saying? Instead of serving this fried chicken. So I ask a lot of questions, and people might look at me weird, but I don't care. That's the whole thing. I do not care. I don't care being a misfit. I don't care being a outcast, the black sheep of my family. I don't care about that because guess what? My mission serves its purpose for me and my peoples. You see what I'm saying? And that's all I want to do. So yes, I do ask questions. I do get real with people. Um, I just understand and understand and understand what's going on. And I know you guys do too. But in order for us to continue on and stop most of the talking, we have to come together. One thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, we spend money on a vacation and we go and vacate. We could spend money on a group vacation, get a cabin, have a round table, go live, and push this all on the internet. You see what I'm saying? It don't take much. We can pick one destination that we can all meet up at. We can rent a Airbnb house with like 10 bedrooms in it, and we can dedicate that time into teaching and spread knowledge to our lost brothers and sisters out here that's suffering in mental Babylon. That's an idea I'm throwing out to you guys. I'm willing and ready to do it whenever y'all want to. Like I said, we can meet up in somebody's city and do it. We can meet up in the middle somewhere. I know a lot of you guys are more so like towards Chicago. BL Carter, I don't know what city you stay in, Miss BL Carter. Oh, Texas. Okay, okay. Yeah, see, yes, together we are strong. Metro H Town. I got family down there. Yep, I got family down there. So I got families scattered all across the land. My great granny was a full Seminole, so we was all through. They were all through Texas and everything. Um, so I mean, we can all pick some type of destination. And actually, Houston, they have cabins down there to where we can rent like a 10 or 20 bedroom, a 20 person cabin that sleep 20 people. You see what I'm saying? Yep, yep, yes, yes, full Seminole. My great granny was a full Seminole, and my granddad was a full Seminole. My granny is full Seminole, and no, my granny is full Seminole. So my granny's full Seminole, my great granny's full Seminole. My granddad, my great granddad is full Seminole, and my granddad is Creole. So when my granddad and my grandma, which she was a Seminole, my granddad was a Creole. They created us. You see what I'm saying? So here I am, but we all part of the same tribe. Like I said, at the end of the day, we can meet up in Texas, we can meet up in Chicago, we can rent some type of big room, or I mean a big house, and we can get online and we can actually take we can do 2 3 days. You see what I'm saying? And we can do this. We can share the knowledge that we have, because together, man, we're powerful. We can move like the ocean together, and that's what I want to do. It felt so good when I was in Orlando and I was able to connect with the brothers down there, and it was so genuine. It was so magical and spiritual. Um, it was just a great feeling, because everybody was on the same agenda. When we get together and we're all on the same agenda, we strong. You see what I'm saying? That's why the police like breaking us up when we get together. If y'all notice that anytime a crowd of black people get together, they break us up because they know it's power in that crowd. It's a whole bunch of magical stuff that's about to happen. They know. We don't know the laws that the police officers have under their belt that's kept to them. And what I mean by laws, all police officers don't get this handbook. You can be our color and you not get this handbook. But I guarantee the sodomites, they got that handbook. And I was saying earlier about how a lot of these low budget grocery stores, they shop out of big chain grocery stores warehouses. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the food that's put in the black community is frozen and over 1 or 2 years old. And we just being poisoned slowly, and we're no better than the sodomites if we let our kids continue eating that stuff. I just don't see how people eat clean and then they don't let their kids eat clean. You say because I don't want to see them hurt or I don't want to disappoint them. Yeah, you disappoint yourself and your ancestors by letting them eat that stuff. You're not doing nothing no different than what the enemy is doing to us by letting your kids eat McDonald's every day or Burger King, Wendy's. I'm gonna say even Subway lunch meat is one of the horrible things ever that we can consume. It has so much sodium in it. It has so much preservatives in it. They taking meat, chopping it down, and they making it into ugh, yeah, it's horrible. Like I've made lunch meat before, so I know the process of it. You see what I'm saying? It's a horrible. It's not good. But they put Subways in the hood because that's the healthiest alternative that we have. Now you can use Subway to your advantage. You can go there and get a veggie wrap, or you can go there and get a bunch of veggies on some bread with some avocado spread. That's a pretty good alternative. But I stay away from all of that stuff. Um, Today I actually didn't have time to cook, so I went to a Mediterranean restaurant and I got me a hummus wrap with some lettuce and some raw onions, kale, and it was all vegan and I'm full, along with my kombucha, you know. Yeah, for all the ones that didn't see that. So it's healthy alternatives that we can conjure up, but we have to get these options in our neighborhoods. And that's when we can meet up and we can actually move forward with doing things like that. Just like how the KKK come together and they go to different cities. That's something that we should be doing too. We should be going to these different small cities like Chicago, where it's only like 2 hospitals, and it's only one hospital in the inner city. And Sticks he can vouch for this. A brother gets shot on the east side of Chicago. You got to drive all the way from the through the north and the west just to get to the hospital. By the time you get over there, you done bled out. You dead. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. It was a warehouse in Chicago that got busted with a whole bunch of body parts in there, all African stem cells. Uh, that's a big thing that they want from us. They're trying to create melatonin. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I don't know if y'all know. Katie Holmes is from Toledo, Ohio. Her husband, they used to stay here, so he's in that Scientologist stuff or whatever. Um, it was crazy because they had a bunch of them come to our city, and we got mega churches down here, and a lot of those Scientologist people own those mega churches, and it's just weird how it works. I don't know if you guys know Scientologists. Them people, they own just about half of America. They part of the 1%. You see what I'm saying? They don't even pay taxes. Um, so the 1% wealth in the world is based on a Christianity uh, program or call. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of knowledge that we don't know that's out there that we have to, look up and find ourselves. But okay, Katie Holmes, when she left her ex-husband, she came back here, and she, believe it or not, in order for her to have the protection that she had to come to people like us. You see what I'm saying? You know, her dad know a lot of people throughout the neighborhoods, so I'm not saying like I was particularly one of the ones that protected her, but her dad is a hell of a lawyer, a divorce lawyer. But sometimes you have to come to us to get that protection that the police can't give you. So she was protected, and lo and behold, Jamie Foxx is her husband now. He slides through the city every once in a while, but like I said, that just goes to show how much power we have when we got people like that coming to us for protection. You see what I'm saying? So if we think about things like that, we can use stuff like that for our advantage. That's the power that we have. You see what I'm saying? Um, when we think about things, it can happen. Anything that we think about that's positive, we can manifest and it can come back to us tenfold. If we all think about this at one point in time and we all meditate, we all pick a time and an hour that we're going to meditate and we're going to give our energy up to the Almighty Ra, and it's going to return, we can make a lot of things happen. And so on that point, what I'm trying to get at is we all need to start meditating together. Whether you stay on this side of the world, you stay on this in this city, we all pick a designated time and we all meditate. It can be for like 20, 30 minutes, but we all need to get on one time. We put anything and everything else to the side and we just meditate for that 20, 30 minutes. We all meditate and we think about the same thing. We can have one of our elders like B.O. Carter give us the the mission today for our meditation. You see what I'm saying? Um, we can have my homie Spartacus, my brother Spartacus. He's pretty uh, um, knowledgeable on certain things as well. He can give us a direction where we need to meditate and focus on today. You see what I'm saying? And we can go live and be like, okay, around this time, you guys, say for instance, if it's 10:30 in the morning, okay, you guys around 1:30, we gonna meditate. If you can't meditate, let us know. The ones that can, we gonna meditate. Um, what y'all talking about in there? Oh, okay, I see y'all chatting it up. That's good. That's good. That's the tribe. But yeah, I see. I mean, I think one day we're gonna have to set up a time to where all of us meditate, and we can do that at least like twice, 2 or 3 times a week. Just imagine if we all meditate and we manifest on the same thing and how powerful that'll be. we can make a lot of stuff happen. And back in the day, well, not even back in the day. If you go to a Buddhist tribe or the monks, and you see them sitting in a style that we created, which is the crane or the butterfly style. Um, they all meditate together, and it's a reason why. A lot of the Chinese, they meditate together. It's a reason why. But see, they got us so separated. They got us so segregated to where we can't do things like that. Yes, yes. We all have to meditate on that actually, I meditate at least like once or twice a day. And see, my thing is you got to realize it don't have to be an hour or two meditation. You can get a good 10, 15, 20-minute meditation in. That's going to clear a lot of things, clear our brains for the downloads that we receive. Because I don't know about you guys, I receive a download just about every day from my ancestors. It's due to the food that I eat. It's due to the lifestyle that I live. I live a stress-free lifestyle. I don't worry about certain things that normal people worry about. So it's easy to dismiss a lot of the worldly things. I've been sober for a while now. I don't even put time or dates or anything because I'm sober. I don't look back and say, "Oh, it's been like 5, 6 months." I'm sober, and it's excellent. It's a good feeling. I can get directly to my meditation and get my download from my ancestors and move on for that day. And once we able to do those things, you see what I'm saying? We're able to move forward with our mission. One thing that I want you guys to realize is um, our women, our African women, man, they're so powerful. Um, a lot of guidance that we need comes through our African women, our elders, our younger women. Um, we have to protect them like we protect this earth because slowly but surely, I'm gonna give you guys an example. I had a friend. Well, I'm a ex. She got pregnant, and it wasn't by me. She got pregnant in one of her last relationships, and she had a tubal pregnancy. So being that she had a tubal pregnancy, the tube it erupted. It exploded. So of course, they got to go in and try to fix it or remove it. But what they told her was they're going to have to remove both tubes and mainly give her a half of, I forgot the name of that procedure that women have, hysterectomy. Now, mind you, she was only like 26, 26 or 27 at the time. So she was like, "Why do y'all need to take most of my female organs off?" They was like, "Because this rupture and it's going to cause this to do this and that to do that." And she was like, "Well, you just can't take the tube that ruptured out or fix it." It was like, "Well, we can remove it, but we're going to have to take everything else." And they was adamant about it. Like the doctor was actually angry that she wouldn't sign the paper for the procedure to go on. So her and her mom said, "You know what? We about to go. We about to go to a whole nother hospital." So they said, "Well, we don't think it's safe for you to leave. You can bleed out, or you can have internal bleeding." So she was like, "I'll just deal with it." So she went to another hospital, and they didn't completely. They took the tube that was ruptured, but everything else was kept inside. And best believe the tube that was ruptured was just enough for them to get stem cells out of that as well. So that's just to show you how they're targeting our females, our African women, because without our women, they can't produce warriors like us. You see what I'm saying? Um, this is a touchy situation, but I want to touch on some things that I want to touch on this, and I don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. It's the reason why Mother Nature is letting some of the younger generations become pregnant. at a younger age that they're not supposed to be, because they're taking soldiers away from us. They taking them, but as quick as they taking them, they're being put right back on this planet. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's safer to put some soldiers back into some put some soldiers back into some younger females. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to give them time to grow and groom and be reincarnated into that warrior that was taken from us. Um, yes, we are the Mother Nature is replenishing, but it's crazy because she's starting with the younger generation now. 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you go all the way back to our ancestors, around that time, some of our elders or our ancestors were getting pregnant around that time. But you can think about the powerful kings and queens that were born from that, because as they grew, as the parent grew, the child did. The child was right alongside of the parent, and they grew together. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I really don't want to touch on the subject too much because I don't want people taking this the wrong way, but we got to think about this. And I'm not saying for a grown man to go out and sleep with a young woman. Uh, these kids are around the same age, making babies. You see what I'm saying? Society look at it as it being crazy, but when you awoke and you aware of what's going on, it's not. We need them soldiers. I'm not saying that if my daughter when she turns 14, I'm gonna encourage her to get pregnant. No, I'm gonna do everything in my will to show her the right way. Now, if that's a decision she makes on her own, I can't be mad. All I have to do is just deal with it and move forward. But best believe whatever comes out of that is going to be a warrior. And yeah, that's deep sticks, man. But it's the truth. You see what I'm saying? Because the quicker they killing us, the lower our population is getting. You know, they scare us with these censor bureau things or whatever. They go around to different neighborhoods and they see how many people are in the neighborhoods, and they lie about the uh, the percentage of black people in every city. Nine, say for instance, if you stay in California and they say it's like 62% African Americans, and that's I ain't gonna say that many, but 9 times out of 10, whatever number they have is double. My city, they said is well, my state, Ohio, is 13% of us there. I think it's more so about 30% of us here, but it's still a low number for me to be in Ohio. You know, I go through a lot of different things. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, like I said, I didn't really want to touch on that subject too much, but it's a war coming, so we have to be prepared. And sometimes our ancestors, um, they do a lot of things that we don't understand until it happens. You know, they like I said, I don't promote the youth be getting pregnant or anything, but I can tell you some of the younger generations that are birthing kids from what I've seen. Um, some of these kids are coming out like outstanding. I'm not gonna lie, like some of the smartest kids I've seen. I know a 16-year-old girl. Her son is one, and he's talking, he's potty trained. Um, like, what can you say about that? You see what I'm saying? She's still in school. She's doing her thing. Um, so it's really nothing too much you could say about that. If her parents got her on track and she got her child on track, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, people make mistakes. We can't bash our kids for it. We just have to do better because 9 times out of 10, the mistake your kids made, it was on us. You see what I'm saying? It was on us as parents. We was the ones that wasn't there and making sure our kids wasn't on track. You know, it's like I said, that's a deep conversation. That's something for us to talk about off camera. You see what I'm saying, or off a live chat. That's why we need to get a round table We need to make a round table trip. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Bill Carter. I'll never call it a mistake. I don't know if I did. I'm not really. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat room too. Um, but no, it's never a mistake because a rose that's growing out of a ground is not a mistake. The grass that grows outside is not a mistake. The trees that are birthed into this world is not a mistake. So no, a living life is never a mistake unless it's a sodomite. You see what I'm saying? And I believe in reincarnation in any which way, form our ancestors gonna give it back to us. You know, like I said, they give it back to us in strange ways. It might can be through younger adults or young teenagers. It can be through adults. You see what I'm saying? But um, our warriors are coming back on this planet that's been taken out. You see what I'm saying? They coming back. So that's why we have to mentor the youth. That's why we have to get them together. Because if we don't get them together, our future is shot. Like our future lies. I don't know if y'all realize that our future lies in their hands. Like literally, it's in their hands. So in order for us to control our destiny, we have to control our kids. In order to control our kids, we got to cleanse our kids' minds, body, and soul. It's on us to do it. Ain't no holy water gonna do that. Ain't no baptism gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? We have to do that. We have to light that switch inside of them. I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. It's a sticky situation with my son because his mom she's very much of the world, so it's hard for me to reach out to my son in the way that I want to. But my daughter, I have her every weekend. She's sharp, like she's pretty much a vegan as well. Only thing I hate that I had to do is send her to a Catholic school because it's weird because that's the one of the better educations that your kids can receive besides homeschooling. But once I get everything together, she will probably be homeschooling in the next 3 or 4 years because it's a lot of things that my child is not being taught. It's on us to teach our kids these things. You know, we can't rely on schools to teach our kids some stuff that we need to be teaching them about our history. Sodomite can't teach my kids about who I am and where we come from. So at the end of the day, it's on us to step up and do that. We're teachers as well to our kids. So when our kids come home from school, they're coming back to another. When my daughter comes over, she's coming to school. She's at a whole nother school. She's at my school. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, when I'm positive about my daughter's future, I'm positive with leaving my future in my daughter's hands because I know what I'm doing right now. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys got kids, we all need to be on the same page with our kids too. Uh, I just feel as so that we can weaponize our kids, our youth, mentally. That's when I say weaponize, I mean mentally. If we can weaponize our kids mentally, they got all the ammunition they need to take over. We need young doctors. We need lawyers. We need people in the White House. We need people in the media. We need people in sports. We need our kids to take over this stuff, and which we can. We can take all of this over. We just have to be the teachers and show them how, and give them that confidence. Because, like I said, man, we are so powerful. Like goodness, man, we are so powerful in everything that we can draw power from. And here we go, sticks. Anything that we can draw power from comes from outside. Um, we have an even exchange with the plants and the trees and the animals out there. You know, mainly the trees and the plants. You know, they give us something, we give them something. Um, Nature is a relative of ours. You see what I'm saying? Um, that's why we have to treat ourselves as. I know you guys like plants and have plants the same way we nu- um, care for our plants and give our plants sunlight, we have to give ourselves that. We have to give ourselves the same treatment we give the grass. You see what I'm saying? Certain things that we have that's outgrowing growing us, we have to cut it off. You see what I'm saying? Like really, we're nature in a human form. We're no different than the trees. You see what I'm saying? You can look at our lungs, and our lungs look like a tree branch with a bunch of stems on it. You see what I'm saying? Um, we're no different than anything that Mother Earth put on this planet. So, with that being said, anything that we plant in our kids is gonna grow. So we have to make sure what we plant in our kids is something positive, something, you know. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we gotta plant this seed, man, in our kids in order for the righteousness to grow. But I just want you guys to understand how powerful we are, man. We're powerful beings. We're some of the most um, powerful people on this planet. Well, that's why we're on the bottom of the totem pole. Back to the Bible, it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Who you think they were talking about? They were talking about us. But in order for us to step into these scriptures that was quoted, we have to be right within ourselves. We have to be able to use our power and know how much we have and how powerful we are, and how much we can move as a force. Once we get together and we start moving as one, we're no different than a hurricane or a tornado. You see what I'm saying? We can go through and tear some stuff up, and that's gonna motivate the youth. You see what I'm saying? I don't know too many powerful black men in my community. I only know a couple, and I'm one of them. You see what I'm saying? So when you get to it, my thing is when you get to talking to the other brothers and sisters in the community, if money is not involved, they don't want to really hear it. And see, that's the trap that the sodomites got for us. That's the resident evil. You see what I'm saying? That's the mind state that they got us in. I call it resident evil because that's what it is. It resides in us, and they put it in us. We gotta watch some of these movies and sit back and think about it. Like, man, this is us. Just like the butterfly effect. Anything he wrote down, it manifests and it came true. Where do you think they got that from? That came from us. Um, I don't really want to pull my letters out, but I have notebooks full of my life and everything that I plan on doing. I have books, not I have notebooks written with life changing events that's been happening for me. So when we look at these movies, we got to take them for what they. We can't see. My thing is, I had the gift to look at a movie or listen to a song and hear a message out of it from our ancestors. They got their ways of sneaking messages and everything. Um, like I said, man, that butterfly effect. Whew, it was deep. Think about that. Whew. Excuse me, I've been fighting that yarn for a minute. Um, thank you. Because when you educate your child new life, you educating the world through one child. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that we got to do. But yeah, another everybody hit to the matrix. We stay in the matrix. We're that group that's in that spaceship. You know what I'm saying? In the raggedy clothes, looking through the telescopes of the world of the matrix. You see what I'm saying? We're those people. Um, so once we realize how powerful we are, you know what I'm saying? We have to give that same knowledge to our kids. Just imagine you telling your kids the stuff that the things that you know right now at a young age. And some of us got kids that are older, you know what I'm saying? So we we tend to forget about them too, but we can't. they still part of the fight. They still part of the mental Babylon enslavement that's going on. So we have to help free them as well. But our kids right now are the most free. Um, how the way they get caught in a mental Babylon is letting them go to church and let them listen to certain things that they're not supposed to be listening to. You know, I'm not saying I don't have respect for some of the churches because some of them I ain't even gonna say I do, but some of the churches that I do that I don't beat up or I don't talk about, you know, they do a lot for the community, and that's one thing I will say. So, but at the end of the day, it's still mental Babylon. They're still doing the enemy's job. But like I said, I know a couple of genuine brothers that's in the church. They just don't know what's going on right now. They don't understand what's going on. But once the masses just tap them on that shoulder and wake them up, yeah, they're gonna find out what's going on. And I'm about to get back to my fellow warrior Sticks, man. He a survivor too. This man just got out the hospital a couple of days ago, and he talking about he was at work. So that's what's up. Um, but anything that we can draw power from, it comes from Mother Nature. It comes from that turf. Um, the moon, we can draw power from the moon. The moon is actually like a let me see. It's kind of like Wi-Fi because it has a signal for us, but it's not the sun. It's the opposite of the sun. The moon more so works for our women, for our African women. It works in a way of producing melatonin in the womb. It works in a way of producing um, natural energy that we all can use. Um, but mainly our African women, they generate from more so from both the sun and the moon. We can generate from both of them, but our African women generate more from the moon than we do. At night, most of the time, kids are created. You know what I'm saying? And it has a lot to do with the timing, the moon. They try to say it's a hormonic, a hormonal thing, but it's not. It's actually the concept of the moon. You know, our ancestors, they knew when the seasons came to where they can, reproduce, and they only did it like once every so often, but it was at night. It was under the moon. You see what I'm saying? Um, and most of the time they birth throughout the day, but they got it so switched up. If you guys notice, birthing room don't have any type of windows or anything in it. A lot of hospital rooms are coming without any windows because they don't want us to get sick and then get in these hospitals and that sun shining and we feel better and we can't take that medicine. Um, a lot of our African women should be having birth at home, squatting. I don't see how to this day they put our they put women, period, against the laws of gravity and excuse me, have them push back. You see what I'm saying? They sitting back, pushing the baby forward. That don't make sense. Do it. Think about that. They got your legs up and you push back, having pushing out a baby. That's so painful. I seen a video of I think she was either Nigerian or she was African. She was our sister, but this lady had a baby. And after she had the baby, probably like a couple of hours later, she joined in on the tribal dance and everything. I'm talking about she was hopping around like she just didn't even have no kids. And it was from squatting. She squatted in a like a little small pool and she had the baby. No medicine, no nothing. You see what I'm saying? So when you think about those things, they they have a agenda for us. A lot of our women, a lot of our African women, when they go to have babies, they get C-sections now. You know, they give them, some of them, they give them to them as an option. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want to push. So they just drugging you up and snatching a baby out of you. That causes a lot of things. It causes a lot. It causes brain damage. It causes a lot of different things. It's stress on the child and everything. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to realize how uh, dangerous they're getting with us. You know what I'm saying? They're attacking us in all angles through the food, the media, our clothing, everything. In the summertime, they release mosquitoes. You see what I'm saying? They release, and mosquitoes are man-made. You can get that BS about the Jurassic Park, the honey, the what is it? The mosquito getting caught in the honey. That's crap. Um, I remember one point in time when I was young, I stayed in Arkansas, and I don't remember mosquitoes. I remember flies, but I didn't really remember mosquitoes like that. You see what I'm saying? So now they're abundant. You see. So oh yeah, we all know who owned the CIA. Yes, and you see what they did to Orlando. What's the dude name that played with Raven? That man started speaking the truth, and they drugged him up so bad. They made him look so bad to where anything that man say now, we won't believe him. But if you go back and listen to some of his videos, he makes perfect sense. Yes, Orlando Brown. They played. That man started talking, and guess what they did? They shut him up in any which way they can. They actually made him look like a fool for us not to believe him. And you know what I'm saying? We have to look at those things, just like the castle on the Disney Channel, the Disney World castle. Those are phalluses on that castle. That's a those tall statue. I mean those tall uh, almost look like rockets. I don't know if you guys know what a phallus is. It's the gentle. It's a gentle. I mean, it's our private parts. It's the penis. I'm gonna stop using it. I can't even. It's weird because the names that the enemy came up with, I can't even pronounce them no more. You see what I'm saying? It's called a phallus. Our genitals are called a phallus. If you go back to the story of all, all set in Peru, and you look at the generation of life, they talk about the phallus. That was the 14th piece that they couldn't find when he scattered the yeah, phallus. Yeah, that was the 14th piece that she couldn't find when her and her sister went looking for his body parts that his brother cut up. So she made her own phallus out of gold, and she spread her wings over it, and the phallus ejaculated, and lo and behold, they had a son. And basically, that was the concept of Mother Nature. You see what I'm saying? The phallus is a form, if I'm not mistaken, it's a form of the sun, because without the sun, nothing grows. You see what I'm saying? Without us, nothing grows inside of a woman. So the concept of us being human, and we're nature in a human form, literally. The same thing nature do, we do. The sun makes everything grow. Us as men, we make anything grow inside of a woman. That's why two women can't make a baby. That's why two men can't make a baby. You see what I'm saying? So once you look at those certain things and you realize how important we are to this planet, we have to step up and we got to play our roles, man. We warriors. We have to live for that. We have to live up to that. We got to let our African women do their job, and us as African men, we have to do our job. We the warriors. You see what I'm saying? The women lead the charge. They give us the direction. They let us know what needs to go on. Most of the Black Panthers back in the day, it was a woman behind the scene calling shots. whether y'all know it or not. You see what I'm saying? Most of the Black Panthers had, if it wasn't for the strong woman behind that brother, they wouldn't have that push. You see what I'm saying? Um, Malcolm X, his wife was behind him. She was his backbone. You see what I'm saying? His dad. I don't know if you guys knew, Malcolm X's dad was killed by Klan members. You see what I'm saying? So his granny, which is his mom, Malcolm X's mom, is like his backbone because he didn't have his dad growing up. You see what I'm saying? And it's weird because you guys look at this concept. That's why it's a lot of single moms out here that's raising sons. And some of the times you're gonna either produce one or two things. You're gonna produce a baby boy, Jody, a baby boy slash Jody, or you're gonna produce a warrior. Most of the time, a lot of the times our women are producing warriors. But then we have our Jodies that they're producing as well. So we have to look at those things and realize how powerful women are. A lot of people be like, how can a woman can't raise a man? Yes, she can. That's how powerful she is. I know a couple of women that done raised excellent men. I got two young brothers that was raised by my mom, and they're doing big things out here. You see what I'm saying? Nothing against my dad, things happen. But my mom took charge and she made sure my brothers were good. You see what I'm saying? Along with the help of us and my older brother. I got like 9 siblings, you know what I'm saying? So we deep. Five of them are my immediate siblings, the other four are step. So yeah, it's a lot of things that I had to realize about our women. And I never disrespected our women. Like I always treated my women with utmost respect. I might have did bad things as far as like cheating or not being faithful. Well, not being faithful. That's all under the same category. But I learned from that because the wrath of a woman is worse than anything I know, and I don't ever want to deal with a scorned woman again in my life because she's worse than she's like Mother Nature, if not worse. She can make your life a living hell. She can make your life heavenly. So we have to realize the power that our women have, and we have to embrace that power. We have to stand behind them because if we don't, they'll get taken away like Serena Williams. You see what I'm saying? I was upset about that because I knew what her dad had to go through in order for her to get where she was at. I don't know if you guys ever seen the documentary of that, but if I was her dad, I would have looked at her like that's a slap in my face. But you got to think about this on a whole nother level. When you got brothers that's out here that don't consider themselves an African man or a king or a warrior, they consider themselves a nigga or a bro. She's a multi-millionaire. She don't want to marry no nigga or no bro. So she went to the other side. And the thing about it is nobody fought but us men, because we let that name get governed over who we are. How many times have y'all ever just listened to these our young brothers and sisters conversation? This nigga or bro, nigga, bro, not my brother, my African warrior, my king, my fellow king. And when you address them like that, they look at you like you just really called them out of their name. Because technically you did. Because they got that title, that nigga and that bro title. So when you call them a king or a young black soul, a young black male or African American, you calling them out of their name. We're urban myths. A strong black man doesn't exist anymore in their eyes. They're niggas and bros. I'm not when I come across people that's been knowing me for a while, and the first thing they might say is, how's it been going, my ninja? I don't even want to use that word because that's a powerful word, whether y'all know it or not. Um, I'm gonna jump back on that subject after this, but when they address me like that, I tell them like, hey, no disrespect, but I'm a king. I'm an African man. I'm an African king. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a N word. Um, and you're the same. I look at you as the same. So I would never call you out of your name. That's calling me out of my name. That's worse. That's worse than spitting in my face almost, calling me a N word because I know the term and I know where that came from. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say spit in my face. That's like a slap in my face. Um, they used to hang us from magnolia trees because they had the strongest branch. But it's weird because it was documents that a couple of our peoples, our ancestors that got hung from those trees actually survived because the magnolia tree is so powerful and it's so for us to where when they got hung from the tree, they'll walk away. 10 minutes later, the branch them, like 2 minutes later, the branch them broke, and our brother and sister, whoever got hung, has caught his breath, and they flee. You see what I'm saying? They fled because they're supposed to be dead. But that magnolia tree holds a lot of power. That's like the movie Avatar. Those trees were there that was in the Avatar movie. Um, resemble a magnolia tree almost. So, and they knew that. Those slave masters knew that. So it was like a slap in our face for them to for them to hang us on the magnolia tree. We're gonna hang you from your source of power. We're gonna take your power and hang it out of you. We're gonna take your power from you and hang you on this that gives you power. So it's like a slap in the face, almost a double slap in the face. And that's how they did us. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people can represent anything that has to do with America after what they did to our ancestors, our great aunties, uncles, granddads, grandmoms. Because yeah, they was raping the men too. Over in Brazil, there was a whole um, and back to this book right here, it'll tell you about it too. Your boy Nasty, Christopher Columbus. Put this up here again for you guys to see. Y'all see the images? So your boy Christopher Columbus used to go through these. He was going through the Indies, and he'll hit these tribes up. So what he'll do when he ran through the tribes, he'll kill the dad. He'll kill the men off first. Then he'll kill the women, the young girls, and he kept the boys. So what he used to do was take these boys over to Brazil. Now over in Brazil, they had a whole camp. It was a gay camp, a gay prison, basically, a gay slave camp. And it was ran like a bunny ranch. It's in his book. Um, I don't even. It's crazy because it was literally. I'm gonna just put it like this, and you can come up with the imagination yourself. But it was two major um, slavery plantations over there, but it was strictly used for gay for the the fornication of men on men. And Christopher Columbus was part of most of that, the making of most of that. He actually got in trouble because he stole he stole a 12-year-old, one of the high priests, one of the high chiefs' sons, and they was looking for Christopher Columbus for over 12 years because they took the boy when he was 8, and he got returned back. He actually escaped, and he went back, and he had to go to court to get his freedom. You see what I'm saying? And Christopher Columbus went to court to try to fight for that because he felt like he belonged to him. So the little boy was able to go back to his original home to find his parents after he turned 18. I think it was either 18 or 19. But Christopher Columbus, buddy, got killed for smuggling slaves over to the U.S. Because, like I said, they used to smuggle slaves over because it was cheap labor. You know, the same thing. Every time repeats itself. You will look at you will look at a Mexican dude that crossed the border or that jumped that fence, and you will look at him like, he'll do anything for a buck. He'll work anywhere for a buck. The white people will hire him and take him, and they'll work him for about 30 days and give him about $1,200. Guess what? That's a slave. That's what they used to do to us. You know, we couldn't work. We couldn't work or get our or create our own jobs. So what they did is they took advantage of us. And they made us work, but they didn't pay us nothing. So, you know, the Indians are basically doing that right now. And you know, Trump got upset about it because um the native people, I can't even say that, my great granny slapping me right now. The natives, not even the natives, I'm sorry, the Mexicans. And that's not even a race anyway. The Mexicans are the ones that are doing the cheap labor now. So at the end of the day, our jobs that we normally would do or get paid for through the temporary service, they're no longer available. And you know, that's one reason why Trump wanted to build that wall, because it's a money strategy. It doesn't have nothing to do with keeping them out; it's keeping them in, so they can keep us on the bottom. Everybody has their foot on our neck. Think about it: the Italians, the Jews, Hispanics, anything of it, any person of Hispanic descent, um, they all got their foot on our neck. We can't move without them telling us which direction to move in. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to release that foot off our neck, because if not, it's over with. We ain't even gonna be able to help our kids, and that's deep. Now I'm about to start getting in the chat and see what y'all talking about. You know, I just been blabbling, just been talking, basically freestyling. I will have a format here in probably about the next week. I've been having a busy week getting a lot of things set up. Me and a couple of yes, he was there. Every land that he every part of the world, every corner of the world, Christopher Columbus ventured off. It was navigated through Peter the Negro, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He was a Moorish, one of the guys that wore the red hats. If you ever look at the mummy, the older mummies, the movie, it was the one with the rock and all of them. There's Moorish all through them. And if you notice, they was the ones that were driving. They was the ones that was showing them everywhere because they were great navigators. You see what I'm saying? So that's why explorers took the Moorish and along with them on their journeys, because at the end of the day, they traveled the world before anybody traveled the world besides us. You know, we had ships back in the day in Kemet that were bigger than the Titanic boat two of the Titanic boats put together. We used to move nations through the sea. We used to cut through the sea like a knife cutting a hot knife cutting through butter. So just imagine all of the things that we created and was taken from us. We're the mighty creators of this world. We supposed to be creating a lot of things that's going on, not them. But see, that's why we got to get on one page. We got to get on one agenda. Me and Lance and Brother Quackle, we all on one agenda. BL Carter, we all on one agenda. Sticks, we all on one agenda. Spartacus, we all on one agenda. All True, we all on one agenda. So guess what? We got to get the rest of them on our agenda. Just like the ancestors was on one agenda to build those pyramids. 98 pyramids over in Africa. Actually, over in Kemet, it's more than that. That's just in one spot of Africa. There's 98 pyramids. There's still pyramids that never been discovered before. Spartacus will tell you a lot of when it comes to the government because he used to he was a soldier. He probably got some war stories for y'all. It's a lot of things that you guys. I don't know if y'all know about the tunnels all the way from Canada all the way to California. They got restaurants, they got hotels down there and everything. A lot of them don't even transport through. They don't even travel through the expressways that we go through. They drive underground. There's semis down there that's driving right now. There's cars that's driving right now and everything. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, they do a lot of stuff under our nose, and I know a lot of these things. I don't, it's a lot that I done seen. You see what I'm saying? There's a tunnel right now that's starting because I'm literally probably about what can I say? I say I'm about an hour and 40 minutes out of Canada from Canada. There's a tunnel that you can drive from Detroit to get inside of Canada that you ain't even got to go over the Ambassador Bridge. You see what I'm saying? But there's another part of that tunnel that they don't let you go through that connects you all through the mountain, through the different mountains. Through they've been blowing holes in mountains for years doing this. The Appalachian Mountain got a whole expressway under it, literally. I used to stay in Pittsburgh. I seen it. I seen where the trucks load out and everything under there. You can't get too close to it, but it exists. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they do a lot under our nose. So that's why we got to start asking questions. You see what y'all talking about in the chat, man. I hope I ain't boring y'all or anything. I'm so excited that I'm able to just chat and talk to y'all. This is a magical thing. I always wanted to interact with you guys instead of making videos. I mean, the videos is cool, but this is a lot better. I'm gonna still make my videos and everything, but I like doing this too. This is a lot better. I finally got enough views to where I can go live now. So, what you talking about, Sticks? Oh yeah, you know what? Guess what, Sticks? I think I don't know if you've seen that, but we did it. Only person we didn't have there was Miss BL Carter. She should have been at that roundtable discussion too. But like I said, I think if we was to make a destination, we're going to do it in her hometown because she's an elder, and I will want her to, more so take charge of everything and get us organized. So if you guys want to, we're going to. I'm gonna get in touch with a couple of you guys afterwards, and we're going to make a tribal vacation for us. Okay. I'll cook and everything for you guys. You guys ain't got to worry about eating. I'll supply the food and everything. You guys will eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm gonna bring my blender. We gonna drink nice fruit, veggie smoothies for the morning. You guys gonna get your protein first thing in the morning. That way we ain't gotta be protein hunting throughout the day. So we're gonna set this up. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna come up with a date and we're gonna send an invite to we're gonna send an invite to different tribes and see if they want to join up. If not, we can keep our little tribe together. You know, we can all join up in Miss BL Carter City, like I said, because I would want her to actually um, take control and form everything for us to give us some type of direction, you know, because it is our city. And she's one of our elders, and you know, I respect her. You know, I thought General Kwaku was going to be on because I respect him too. He stays in Arizona. We can actually meet up in Arizona too. You see what I'm saying? But I think our first spot I want to make it um, probably it is probably going to be somewhere in Texas, and then I think we might need to hit Chicago after that, and then we can head out to Miami. I mean to Florida because a couple of my warriors, we already got this plan, like Spartacus and brother Eon. Um, we all been talking about this for a while. Um, to reach out and go to Orlando and meet up. You know what I'm saying? Me and Spartacus got a game plan already to where we pretty much got businesses that we already manifesting and getting into existence right now. You see what I'm saying? He's a great artist. You guys go to his web page, his Facebook page, and check out some of his artwork. I'm actually going to have him do a piece for me, and that's going to be like my background cover and everything. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna actually have it hanging behind me. So I need a big one though, brother Spartacus, so they can see it. But yeah, we already been manifesting things and making things happen. And he stay in Jersey and I stay in Ohio, but we so connected. It's like I talk to my brother every day. I talk to Sticks. We done talked a couple of times. My brother Eon, we all stay in contact with each other. And I didn't realize what I was forming at the time, but I see I have a tribe. You see what I'm saying? And we can go forward. Anybody that wants to join this tribe, man, we in there. We in it to win. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna move forward with things, and I want us to really embrace each other and give each other that positive energy back and forth because we all feed off each other. Yeah, you know, brother Eon, he's on here right now. It's all true. You see what I'm saying? But his name is brother Eon Spartacus. That's who I was talking about too. Sticks and Spartacus. Y'all got to hook up with brother all true. Slash brother Eon. He from ATL. You know what I'm saying? Um, we could swoop him up on the way to Florida, Spartacus. You know, it's only like a 7-8 hour drive from there. So yeah, we got some plans in the making right now, and I'm just happy that you guys had tuned in and gave me the love that I didn't know I really had like that. You know, I love being on Brother Lance Scurv show because it's a bigger platform and I'm reaching a bigger audience. But sooner or later, my platform is just going to be as big as his, you know, and we're going to connect and we're going to just be the ultimate YouTubers. You know, we're going to take over YouTube with all of this and it's going to be all knowledge for us. You see what I'm saying? A lot of those people that we think that's for the cause and for the better of our people. They're more so missionaries. I had a sister, Sister Natera from she's on the board of Road to Restoration. She'll tell you, she'll vouch for this story too. I don't know if she's in the chat room, but she used to stay in New York, so she rubbed elbows with a couple of those guys that's supposed to be for the cause. And she said, you'll see them out on the street and they'll walk past you like they don't even know you. You'll speak to them and tell them and try to hold a conversation with them. And the first thing they talk about is money. You see what I'm saying? My thing is, I I don't charge for knowledge because at the end of the day, this is something that we all need to know. I can't weaponize my tribe if I'm not giving y'all the weapons. You see what I'm saying? To use. So I'm not gonna charge. What I look like giving you a gun and then telling you we about to go and do a drive by and I want you to go with me and I give you this gun and I'll be like, man, you owe me $500 for this gun. Don't you want me to help you? Didn't you want me to help you do a drive by? But you charging me for taking this gun to help you. That's deep. So any knowledge I got is free. It's for you guys. It's for us. This is our knowledge. I'm not gonna charge you for this. I'm not asking for no money for this. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. So at the end of the day, we got to look at things like that. It's a lot of people that say this. They say they for us, but they for their pocket. They for lining their pockets. You see what I'm saying? And once their pockets are lined, they forget about a lot of things that you know what I'm saying. We have to overcome. Because they didn't overcame everything that they supposed to have overcame. So now they going about their way. So they'll see you out on the street and you look just like the enemy to them. You see what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that. Because if I see somebody on the street and they recognize me from this, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop and hold a conversation with them. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take pictures, all of that. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want nothing in return. Just follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. That's all I ask you to do. I don't want nothing in return. I don't want no. I'm priceless. You see what I'm saying? Money comes. It is what it is. Yes, indeed, I need it. We all need money, but money. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't love the money. I just get along with it. Y'all get that? I do not love the money. I just get along with it. And once you realize that, and once you realize what it's worth, you can keep it pushing after that. Yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? They put Obama in office for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Obama is no better than Bush. We don't need no hope. What was it? What was his famous quote? What was Obama famous quote? Quote Spartacus. Hope. It was something, man. I forgot what it was, but at the end of the day, we don't need that. Change. Yup. Change. Change. Yeah, we do need change. Nothing is meant to last except change. I thought he said something about some hope too. You see what I'm saying? But nothing is meant to last except change. But the change he was trying to give us was crazy. You see what I'm saying? We don't need that type of change. I think we should have stayed segregated, if you ask me. I think the biggest mistake is when they got rid of supremacy and didn't want to segregate it no more. But see, they started to see it's crazy how it worked. Um, they segregated us from everything that they didn't want us to have or use of theirs, but they seen us building our own. So when they seen us building our own and moving forward, because we was a lot of our elders and our ancestors was fine with the segregation. Like, you know what, we better off without them anyway. So once they start seeing that we really were better off without them, oh no, we gotta bring them back in. We gotta no, forget segregation. We need their money. They doing too much. They building this, they getting this going. So they changed segregation. And it was the worst thing they could ever did. Because if they would have left us alone, guess what? We would have been on top by now. They knew what they were doing when they did that. And that's deep. Ugh. Yep. So it's crazy, man. I can go on and on about a lot of things, man, that I know and that I've seen happen. I can tell y'all that um, a lot of the drugs that's been pushed through my neighborhood came from the police and the CIA. I could tell you now that a lot of the gang task force um, were drug dealers and pushed the drugs off on us to sell. I could tell you a lot of things that is crooked and is not for us, but we don't look at it like that because it's a money value after it. I was 14 selling dope. So I didn't look at the fact that, oh, okay, brother Eon, I see you back on there. There you go. Oh, you had to get off the line to change your name? Yes, 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 yes. But that's brother Eon, you guys. He's one of the young warriors. He's in Atlanta, but I'm grooming him to be something spectacular. You see what I'm saying? Um, Spartacus, man, he's a sharp fella too. Sticks is too, But we got people like BL Carter that gives us knowledge as well. You guys, I want y'all to go to her page and follow her too. Miss BL Carter, I ain't gonna lie, I do be chiming in on your ladies' nights and everything, or your ladies' conversations, and um, I I don't say nothing, but I do be chiming in on them. You guys, y'all go and check her page out too, man. She got some powerful stuff on her page. Nice conversations with some of the sisters on there. Oh, I know. I know it's meant for everybody, but it's strictly meant for the women. For our African women. So she has a platform for the women too as well. So you guys go and follow her on her page too. It's a lovely thing because it's a lot of us out here and we're all connected. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine when we be able to sit at that round table and get connected and come up with a plan to move forward with certain things. Instead of doing this social media thing, we can go out on the streets and be warriors and put it down like that. So sorry, with that being said, man, I'm probably about to lay down here in a few. I've been up for 48 hours. I got a little bit of sleep. It was probably like 2 hours, but I had to do some heavy meditation. I had to, give back. So um, it's time for me to rest my bones, rest my body, and be reborn again. Because once we lay down, I'm gonna tell you one thing: we're pretty much in a different realm, and it's on our ancestors to bring us back to this realm or this matrix, or we move forward after that. So when we go to sleep, it's like a death almost, and we're reborn in the morning. That's why a lot of people say, "Oh, I feel rejuvenated," because you pretty much are. You pretty much got a whole new start at life, and that's just what it is. You're reborn. When you have a start at life, that means you're born into something. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. But I had to, like I said, I had to give back. Um, Sometimes I don't sleep because I have to. I feel like I need to talk to my ancestors and meditate. And I move around so much. I'm trying to get a lot of things going in my city right now. I'm working on a vegan restaurant. I'm working on the road to restoration for Ohio. I have all the paperwork together. I got most of my board members together, Miss Carter. I just sometimes there's no sleep for warriors. We gotta get our job done before we able to rest. Put our swords down and rest. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna put my ammunition down and I'm gonna get some sleep because I got you guys out here that's on the field that'll take charge and take over until we can jump back in. Just like brother Lance, he's out battling a whole nother war. You see what I'm saying? But we got people like me and Miss Carter and brother Eon. We got brother Sticks and brother Spartacus. We all actually are down for the same cause. And when once you connect with brothers and sisters like that, man, it's powerful. That's why I said we're gonna have to schedule a time to where we can all meditate so we can manifest, and we all get on one agenda when it comes to meditating and what we're gonna talk about and what we're gonna meditate on and how we're going to move forward with things, and we focus on that for like 2 or 3 days, and we'll jump back off of it and we'll jump on something new. That's deep. That's gonna build pyramids. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna build foundation. Like I said, we can do it. We all can pick a time and just we don't have to be sitting next to each other. Long as we all know we're meditating at this time and we're taking that time out to meditate, we're gonna do it. And we can do it. He don't let you watch. They won't let you watch his shows when he live. Hit your reminder. Make sure you got your reminder on, brother Eon, because if you got your reminder on, it's gonna give you an update when he's about to go live. Because sometimes by him being over, he's over in Ghana, so most of his streams, like right now, I think it's pretty much about to be daytime over in Ghana. I don't even know what time it is right now. But it's 12:20. So it's probably about Miss Carter Hop. What's the time over there? If you know, do you know what the time it is over in Ghana? I don't know the time difference, but if I'm not mistaken, it's about to be morning over here. So sometimes, brother Eon, you ain't gonna catch them lives when we over there unless we up early in the morning. Oh, see, yeah, they're 4 hours ahead, East Coast. Wow. So right now it's 4:20 over there. So if you go live right now, if you go live at in probably about 4 more hours, we're probably not going to be able to catch it. You see what I'm saying? So um, I'm not saying like your time is 12. Yeah, ours is too. We all on the same. Okay, all true or brother, all true. Is that you, brother Eon, or is this another one? All true. This is somebody else. No, brother Eon, listen, it ain't skipping. It's just the fact of they over in Ghana and some of the recordings is choppy because their internet service is kind of it's fairly new over there. So we just have to deal with it. But guarantee when he gets the audit when he gets the remastering things and go back to a studio and get things together, I think that oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, it'll come out a lot better. Oh, true. Yeah, you know what? Okay. True. What's up? What's up? Oh, you my email buddy. Hey, listen, man, it's been so crazy to where, like I said, man, I don't really disclose my business to people, but y'all family. Like I said, I got like 3 business ventures going on right now. I got not even well, yeah, because it is a business, but it's helping people. Thank you, brother Sticks. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna continue to do the ancestors' job. I'm gonna continue to do the creator's job. But all true, man. Listen, it's been crazy because, like I said, I got a lot of things going on. I got a. I'm in the midst of trying to buy a house down here. I'm in the midst of trying to open a business. I'm trying to get the road to restoration. I will do all of 3 of those things. I will get them all accomplished. I don't really do much as far as like financially. Things just starting to happen for me. So um, yeah, June, July, August. Yeah, Miss Carter, we can get it set up. Next time I go live, we if anybody's serious about it, we can pick one of these months that she actually have on here, you guys, and we can save up. And that can August. How about August, you guys? Everything. What y'all think about August? I know me and Spartacus trying to go to Africa in August. So Spartacus, we might have to push that back. I think August might be a destination to go to Texas and get the round table going. You see what I'm saying? And what's better than planning right now? What is it? May, June, July, August. We got almost 3 months, 2.5 months to plan for this. It doesn't to me. With me, I can drive to Texas. It don't matter to me, or I can jump on a plane. I'd rather drive because I can bring my supply and everything. I can do more, bring more in my car than on a plane. Um, But if we can pick next time we pick a date, what we can do, what you guys think? I don't know, Miss Carter, you pick it. You know, I want you, like I said, I want you to take charge of this. Water? I think, yeah, water, close to water. And can we do water and woodsy? Y'all got water and woodsy down there? Yeah, you know what, brother Eon, you can work on that too. You can pick out a good time for everybody to. You can pick a date out, and a time for us to all meditate at the same time. All true. Um, okay, all true. Listen, I got you. I'm gonna remember you because you my email buddy. Hey, you guys, all true be giving me some knowledge through my emails too. You know, y'all can hook up with this brother too, and he can put you up on some things. He showed me a picture of dreads. It was a statue. This statue was probably what you think? All true. How old you think that statue was? I'll say that statue was probably about 2, 3,000, 4,000 years, probably older than that. But it was a sculpture, a statue of a guy, and his dress was so thick and long, and it was just all down. And it almost looked like a Bob Marley picture. And it's a tribe. It was a tribe. I think the guy was from Jamaica, but his dress was just the same as the guy. About his dress was just about the same as the sculpture, and it was just so beautiful. Cabins in the woods, logs. Okay. Yes. Yes. The logs. The cabin would be nice, Mrs. Carter. I think we should go with that. Um, nature is nature. You know. I like the woodsy area. I'm pretty sure it's a pond out there, with a little beach or something. But we got the destination. So now we need to pick the month and the time, and we can all meet up. And we keep in contact with each other and see what day we want to meet. I mean, yes, it is Spartacus. Yes, lakes. Yes, because we can meditate by the lake. We can meditate in the woods. Last week of August. Okay, what you think, Miss Carter? Last week of August. Oh yes, yes, we can do all of that. We can make it a group event. You see what I'm saying? We can have fun with this. And that's something that we can and guess what? That'll attract a lot of people. Yes, yes. So Miss Carter, if you want to set that up, next time I go live, we can get some information. Um, I got my all my information in my on my YouTube page. My name is the same on Facebook too, you guys. So y'all can follow me on Facebook, and we can go live on Facebook too. But Mrs. Carter say, and Brother Spartacus, I think they're saying the end of August. Um, and we can make this a 4 or 5 day trip. We can make it a 3 day trip, however you guys want to do. But 9 times out of ten, between me and Miss Carter and brother Spartacus, we're gonna have an agenda for you guys, and we're gonna and brother Eon is gonna have a day to where we can he gonna set up probably the meditation days. But I want us to go ahead and hey Sticks, I want you to get involved in this too, man. I want you to come up with a time to meditate for us. Every we go next time I go live, we're gonna need a time to where we can meditate. Like I said, it can start off with 20 minutes on a Tuesday at like 1:30 or something, just for an example. So, Brother Sticks, if you can come up with a time to where we can all get on one page and meditate for that 20 minutes and figure out what we all can go meditate about. Hey, they're part of us, Miss Carter. I slept with roaches before. Hey, it is what it is. We ain't gonna kill them. They're mother. They're part of Mother Nature. They're there for a reason. We all have a mission on this earth. You see what I'm saying? We all have a job to do, and they doing their job too. You see what I'm saying? So, we come from that. We gonna sleep with the bugs, and not necessarily you guys, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not scared of no bugs or nothing. I'm cool with it. I know some of my African soldiers, some of my African men in this chat. Y'all better be cool with it too. Brother Spartacus, you done been in the war, so I know you cool with it. Yep. So yes, we're gonna come up with a perfect time, a date. So next time I go live, we'll give you guys more information about it. Yes, all true. Everything came from Africa. The first recorded person on this planet was from Africa. It was an African lady. Her bones is one of the oldest found mummy bones ever recorded. Her DNA goes all the way back to almost a million years, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually they took it off of. It's weird because they just took it off of Netflix. It was a documentary, and it has something about the people of the world and how the world came about, and they mentioned her in it. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, we are protected by the ancestors. Um, it's crazy because I just, man, I love this. Like I'm able to go live now, and this is what I wanted. Because look what we just. Oh yeah, 800 mil. Yep, 800 million years old. She was black. Yep, yes, yes. See, you guys, all true. He's all true. Do you want to tell him where you're from? That's on you. That's on you if you want to tell him where you're from and everything. So it's gonna intrigue a lot of our viewers right now because you're streaming from a far away place, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Canada, that's far enough, but we knew you weren't from the U.S., and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, So we got look how far we got people connected. You know, all true. You can make this trip too. Just get in contact with us and let us know if, what type of help you need. We'll make it happen. But just look at what we just accomplished within an hour and 52 minutes. We came up with a game plan within an hour and 52 minutes about how we're going to meet up, how we're going to do a roundtable discussion. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, brother Lance gonna be there, brother Kwaku gonna be there. So it's gonna be magnificent. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is let them know what's going on, and I guarantee they'll be there to record everything. Especially Lance, that's something that he would want to put on the station. You see what I'm saying? And regardless if it goes on my station, if it goes on Mrs. Carter's station, or it goes on the Lance Scurv station, because that's the platform to everything. He's the mothership to this. And I'm not gonna lie, I give him that utmost respect because he set the platform for me and everybody else that's doing this right now. If you ask me, I feel it. So if you go to any of these other live streams and you see how they got their stuff set up, it's the same as his brother Lance. And at the end of the day, they're mocking him, but they're culture poaching because a lot of those cats ain't for the right reason, and I call them cats because that's what they are. They're not for the good of us. You know what I'm saying? They're for self benefits, self beneficial rewards and everything. Um, the reward I get from this is us empowering each other. And when we meditate together and we manifest and we meditate on the same thing, we're empowering each other. When we meet up for this round table, we're empowering each other. We can do the round table every 6 months. You see what I'm saying? The first month is going to be in August. We can do one 6 months from there. We ain't got to celebrate no holiday. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We can shoot for December for the next one. We can do it on a Christmas. You see what I'm saying? We can do it on a New Year. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that we can birth and we can keep it going and we can call it the round table. We can come up with some type of bet. We can come up with the name or we can leave it as it is, the round table. You see what I'm saying? So look what we just birthed. Wow, that's deep. That's very deep. And I love it. Yes, my email is on my page. So if you guys want to email me with um, some information or some ideas, that's fine. A lot of you guys have my phone number, Mrs. Carter. I'm gonna give you my phone number too. Matter of fact, if you got a pen, you can write it down right now. It's area code 419 508 2046. That's 419 508 2046. Hey, Spartacus, if you can you post my number in the chat room, please? Or you too, brother Eon, you got my number too. You can post it. Sticks, you got my number. Post it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can have it. Um, okay, what's that? Something just beamed. I don't know. I guess it was. I guess everything good because I'm still streaming. So um, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Mrs. Carter. Thank you. See, she the best, man. Wow. Look, she be on it, man. I love her. So that's my number, you guys. And I also have my email um, attached to my page, so we can link up like that. You can call me. I don't really care. Just let me get some rest tonight. But yeah, we can talk to each other. We can keep in contact with each other, and we can get this roundtable going. But the next time I go live, I want to actually come up with a time and a day that we gonna meditate all together, and we can start off with once a week. So Sticks and brother Eon, you guys can connect with that and connect with each other and come up with a time and a day for that. And me and Mrs. Carter and Spartacus, we'll do the other end with the round table, and there we have it. We just birthed two things. You see what I'm saying? And Mrs. Carter, she just put her email address on there too. So if you guys want to share your email address, you guys can, and we're all going to stay connected, and we're all going to move forward. And the more followers we get, the more viewers we get, we can involve them and see if they want to come too. And guess what? That's going to draw a lot of people in. And once that draw a lot of people, they want to go. They want to come to these events that we're going to have, and we're going to be able to teach. And that's doing more than a lot of our so-called leaders back in the day. Like I said, we can. I love Malcolm X. He, even though he was in the religion thing, I still respect that man because his word was genuine. His words was true. But if we continue studying his method and his ways of doing things, we're only going to get his results. Um, One thing that he did say, the price of freedom sometimes can be death. And I added to that because he didn't really say that. He said the price of freedom is death. But I'm gonna say the price of freedom sometimes can lead up to death. So, but that's metaphorical. Um, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna end it with this. See, Malcolm X was a deep man. When you read his book, you probably got to read it twice. The price of freedom is death. Okay, this is this is this is what we freeing. So when we free this, we are dying. But guess what's dying? the old us, the Babylon, the person that was trapped in the Babylon, the person that was trapped in the Matrix. That's what's dying. So now we done killed that because I killed Chuck. I ain't gonna lie, I killed Chuck a long time ago. I'm C-Ron. You know, I no disrespect or anything, brother Neon, but you know, I go by C-Ron. Chuck is dead, and that was the price of freedom. So think about that. Malcolm X was so deep, he was so spiritual. That's why I didn't understand why he had to use the Muslim thing as his backbone. He didn't need that. His words alone just spoke magic. You see what I'm saying? And I knew for a fact when I read that the second time what it meant. The price of freedom is death. In order for us to free ourselves, we have to kill ourselves. We have to kill the old us to burn it. We got to burn the old us to make a new. Okay, and that's what happened to all of us that's in this chat. We all killed a part of us that we didn't need anymore. We burnt it out of us. Our ancestors helped us in everything. Yes, all true. Malcolm X is great. He's very great. Yes, she is from the Caribbean. I was telling people that his dad got killed by I think the Ku Klux Klan, the colonizers, whatever y'all want to call them. Yep, yep. So at the end of the day, you know, like I said, I just didn't understand why Malcolm X used that religion as a backbone when he didn't need it. The clown, clown, clown. Yes, that's what the hell they are. Um, those devils, man. You know, they try to steal melatonin and everything. You know, they try to steal everything that has anything to do with us because they know how powerful we are. Why y'all think they got these sperm banks and everything set up? Why y'all think they got these? I'm gonna tell you another thing that they got in my neighborhoods. They plasma centers. There's one on probably every corner in a 5 or 10 block radius in my neighborhood. That's deep. They give you $25 just to take your blood, and not they taking more than your whatever that is they pull out of your blood. They taking more than that. They're doing a lot more than that. Okay, Spartacus, that's deep. He said Malcolm X, the man, is the man. He needed the Nation of Islam to kill him and build him up. They they didn't know they was reminding them. Yeah, they was. You see what I'm saying? But see, my thing is, a lot of us we didn't need no religion to do that. Our ancestors, that's something that our ancestors do for us. You know, I think Malcolm X more so stood behind the Nation of Islam for protection. But as you see, what his demise was, yeah, the plasma. They take plasma out of our blood at those. Thank you, brother Leon. He corrected me. Um, Yeah, the sunscreen is something like melatonin. You know, it's weird. We got more melatonin in our sperm than they do in their body. And that's real talk. Um, it's real talk. I could tell y'all some stuff that y'all probably wouldn't even imagine, man. A lot of times at the emergency rooms, y'all know those, say for instance, the young brothers and sisters come in, young sister then got stabbed or a young brother then got shot. Those gauze that they put in those disposable boxes, they don't go to the garbage can. They don't get burnt. They get disposed of after they take what they want from 'em. You see what I'm saying? Um, man, it's deep. It's deep. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I'm about to go ahead and end this, and it's crazy because I'm gonna let you guys chat for a little bit. I want you guys to get to know each other. Y'all probably already know each other throughout the chats that we didn't have before, or through brother Lance show. So, but this is our platform. This is another platform that we can discuss things on too. Like I said, I'm so excited about us getting the round table going. You know, that's birthing something. That's something that's gonna really happen out of that. You see what I'm saying? Us meditating once a week at a certain time, and everybody's doing it at once. That's gonna start something. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have millions of people meditating at one time and at that certain time of day. Okay, Miss Carter, same to you. Good night. Good night. I'm about to lay it down too. But yeah, that's gonna start something, and I'm happy. And I just want you guys to know I love y'all, and I'm happy for y'all tuning in and everything. But a brother got to get some sleep. I ain't like I ain't got it like brother Lance right now. That man can go. I was on the show for 12 hours, and he was after I think when I left, he made another show that night. So yeah, he's a true warrior. He's a beast, and I'm building myself up to that. But I just wanted to tell you guys, everybody in the chat, man, how magical we are, and how much I love you, and I appreciate y'all getting on this chat. And tonight was just very, very magical, man. It was a dream come true, actually, and I love it. And I'm gonna continue doing this. So my next I'll post my next time I'm going live on there, and I will go live off of that one. Okay, I don't want to. I'm gonna get it right. But you guys have a good night. Peace, love, and righteousness. Yes, yes. Vibe off of that for a minute. Y'all don't want to hear that. I couldn't play no Bob Marley, so I had to get something close to it, you know. I wasn't gonna be able to go live if I played some Bob Marley. That was gonna kill all of that. Spartacus, you better get you some sleep, man. I'm surprised you up this late, but I appreciate the love, my brother. Brother Eon, I'm gonna call you. Hey, it's normal and healthy. Some days our body let us know when we need to sleep. You know, Brother Eon, we gonna get in touch with each other tomorrow, so you and Sticks, we gonna set that time up for the meditation. Last night I slept for probably about 40 minutes yesterday. I napped, but that sun was so bright I couldn't sleep. I had to get up and handle some business and get some things together. I've been missing out on the gym, so I had to go back to the gym and get my work on. my workout on and do some makeup, some makeup work. Oh, I will, brother. Love you too, brother Eon, man. I'm gonna call you soon as I get up. All right. I love you guys, man. Y'all have a good night.